Today we are doing a greenhouse update.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Yvette. So come on in. So this is our greenhouse. It was already here when we bought the house, and the woman said she was very happy to hear that I was excited about the greenhouse because she loved it as well. So if on the small chance she's watching, we're using it as a greenhouse. And a little bit storage, but that's okay for now. We need to get like a little storage shed. I mean, we have a huge shed there, but yeah. Does that make sense? No. This is the greenhouse. We have bought some trees, some bushes. I think we have showed that on the videos at some point. We bought these, I think all of them, at Lidl. We were very excited and they were very cheap, so we were like, if it doesn't work, it's okay. But they are all green, so they're working and we're very happy. Do I go through what is? Maybe?
Yeah.
So we have a sour cherry tree. Tree is a hard word to say for me. A sour cherry tree. It's not blossoming yet. We'll see if that happens. We have a ginkgo tree, which has these very pretty leaves. I'm very excited to see those leaves. And then this is a beech nuts tree. It's very hairy, this one. I don't know, it's kind of fun. This is a hazelnut tree, and then this is a walnut tree. And then we have some bushes. So this is a blueberry blueberry bush. This is a red currant. We have a blackberry, which were just like, these are just sticks, and then they grow stuff. That's very weird. I was most like curious about this one and the raspberry, because it's just a stick. Like, how does that work? But it is growing something. And then we have a black currant, a gooseberry, and a raspberry, and they are all doing something. So we are very happy with that. And there is one avocado pit, or is that the word pit? That we are trying to make a little avocado tree from. Yeah, so very happy about these. We have to find like spots in our land, our gardens, to see where we are going to plant them. I'm not sure if we're going to do that this year. We might keep them in the greenhouse for the first year and then do that next year. We don't really have a very clear idea what we want to do with the garden, and these we need to plant once and not have to move them around. There is one bigger tree here. This is a magnolia tree. It did have one flower. We took it off because I saw a couple things online that it's better to take the flowers off the first like year, 2 years, so it can focus on the roots and the leaves and not so much on the fruit and the flowers.
And we wanted to survive it. It was quite expensive.
Yeah, this is our most expensive tree. But it's bigger, and we do want to put this on the in the garden. I don't know what to call garden. We do want to put this in our garden this year because this pot is too small. I think it needs full soil to grow even beautiful, to grow even better. So we are still thinking of a spot where to put this, but I think this might be the only one we'll be putting in the garden this year. It has a better chance of survival if we keep it here. Also because of all the wildlife, the deer, the rabbits or hares, moose. They might get trampled, and moose do like the tiny trees. So, and then we would have to like build something around it. We do have to do that for this one.
Yeah.
We have to put something around it to keep the animals from, I'm like all the way in there. To keep the animals from eating this one. But we will do that for this, and then this will stay here. And then we have planted some seeds, or some. We have planted a lot of seeds. Some of them are doing well, some of them are not doing well, some of them are doing nothing. They are not planted at the same time. I think I planted this first, I think.
Yeah?
Then this one, like a week later. And then a couple weeks later, I planted those. And then these are just planted this week. And these are already starting to come up. So these are all flowers that I wanted to give the best chance of survival or best chance of doing something. Because it is still sometimes very cold at night. And we want to make a very big flower patch over there, which will be coming up in a video soon-ish, because we want to make that a separate video, and maybe when the first flowers are starting to bloom, so that might take a couple months. But yeah, we are doing that. And we do have some sunflowers.
Yeah.
Where are we putting those?
I don't know.
Are we putting them in that flower patch as well?
No.
Or
maybe somewhere else.
Ooh, by the house there.
Yeah?
That would be cool.
Over there.
Yeah, we have to take that grass out. That's
Yeah.
like a little border. This is happening. So do I put them in the full soil now?
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe I can do the sunflowers tomorrow and put them straight in there.
Yeah.
But then I have to take that grass out and stuff. So. And there is some like pollen on there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think there's been a bee in here because we have been opening the little windows here and there. Oh, and then we do have some more stuff here, but we planted that very late as well. So it's one little plum, which I don't think that's I think just a weed.
Yeah.
And then those two are both strawberries. This one's doing nothing yet. Here we have a couple little strawberries coming up. So we'll see if that happens. Let's see. I was here. This is a very chaotic tour, as always. We did also add a thermometer to the greenhouse last week. So right now it's 17 degrees Celsius here, which is fine. It can be hotter, but we don't really have the full sun out today.
No.
So it doesn't get as hot in here. Yeah, so we have flowers. These are a mix of seeds that are bought. We got a lot of seeds from Nathan's parents as well. Some of them are in here. Some of them are seeds we got ourselves from fruit and vegetables. So we'll see if that like even works and produces any like fruit and vegetables. Because these are little apples, and I have read that if you do it from the seed, they don't actually give you apples, but they will grow into a tree. So we would like to have some more variety of trees, and some more little apple trees would be nice. So even if they don't produce any apples, they will be beautiful trees, which is great. And then these are like a variety of stuff. So lemon, orange, a lot of apple, mandarin or clementine,
Yeah.
I think is the right word. And then we have another plum and a couple apples there as well. So we'll see if that happens. The apples have been starting to come up. I think the rest, I'm gonna keep it and water it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We'll see. I will leave it for a couple weeks more and see if anything happens. And then here we have some lavender, which is not doing well. I think it's mainly because I planted it too early.
Yeah, I think so.
And then these are tomatoes, which are also not really doing well.
Oh, those are. I thought it was lavender.
No, these are tomato, and then these are lavender.
Yeah.
And there are a couple that might be good or might be better because they are like very low. I don't know, but I will keep watering it and see what happens. And then we have the ones that are not working are kiwi that we took out of kiwis ourselves, and I think I'm going to get rid of those because they are doing nothing. And then this is all pumpkin and melons, which actually are doing very well. And I need to repot these because these are, I think, mainly not growing as well because they are in a tiny little pot. So this needs to be repotted. And then over here we do have some tomatoes that seem to be working, but I think I might have to repot those as well because this is way too tiny for this many tomato plants. I think next year I have to just plant one seed per
Maybe
little
two.
pot. 1 or 2 seeds, not this many. I didn't know. This is my first time gardening, like really gardening. So yeah, I don't know anything. That's clear about all of this. But yeah, and then we have some cucumber, we have some sweet pepper. We did plant some pineapple that's doing nothing as well, so I might scrap that because that has been a while. And then we have some physalis. I don't know if that's the right, I don't think that's the right word in English. They're little, tiny little berries, like the orange little berries with the leaves on them. I don't know what we will put it on the screen. Physalis. And they are working. And then we have some more strawberries. And yeah, that's it. That's all we have in the greenhouse. We are going to repot some stuff now. So let's go to the next shot and get some stuff from the shed. Oh. Ah. Oh. No, don't. These are not very structural sound bags. That big one has a crack in it.
Oh, really? I think there's a wasp in the greenhouse.
No!
Yeah, very big one.
No! Can you leave?
Please?
I'm afraid of wasps. It moved. Are you brave enough?
Maybe it's a wannabe wasp. Okay, while we wait for the wasp to be gone, I am going to drill a hole in the bucket.
So
Where?
these were both already here, and we are going to use them as rain collection buckets. I don't know the correct word for that. Regenton.
Barrel.
Rain barrel?
I
Rain
think.
barrels. He already put a little tap in that one, and we tried to put it higher, but it's not high enough yet. We need to like build like a little stand for it.
Yeah.
And this greenhouse does have a
Gutter.
it does have a gutter. Why can I not think of these words today?
Yeah.
It does have a gutter, and you can connect it there. So we were thinking of doing that, or I would really like to put one by the house because those gutters are a lot bigger.
Yeah.
That will collect more rain.
Maybe we have to buy a bigger one
Yeah.
for the house.
Yeah, maybe we have to buy something for that. But this is pretty big. Like that's gonna take a lot of rain.
Yeah?
And lately we have not been getting a lot of rain.
No, that's true.
So, well, we do have a lot of gutter space. We have gutters on the house. We want to put a gutter on the shed as well, because that the rain coming off that roof is leaving a little trench in front of the shed. So I would like to eventually put a gutter on that. And then the greenhouse has a gutter. So that's a lot of potential for rainwater collection that I all want to utilize, please.
Yeah.
Because water is important. It gets drier and drier, so we need to get on that. And then if it's ever needed as drinking water, we have some filters that we could use for that as well. If our well ever doesn't produce any water for a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
How's the wasp doing? I think he set up camp there. I think it left.
Oh, nice.
I don't see it anymore. It's on?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, nice.
We do have to test if it's leaking
Oh, if it
or
leaks, yeah. And this is actually the little tap we got with our
not.
water filter in the kitchen, but we bought it with a stainless steel tap, and this is the one that usually comes with it. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
We found that yesterday.
Yeah.
Where was it? For some reason we found it yesterday.
Yeah.
So we thought this was perfect. And then this one we bought. So, but now
And
we have two.
I really want to connect these two with this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we can do that. But it also needs to be
higher.
in a slightly different spot and higher.
Yeah.
Because this door
Yeah.
needs to open all the way. Or that's easier. Because now we have to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's magnets to there.
Yeah.
That's easier.
And it looks like it doesn't leak.
I tested the little faucet, so that's why it's wet.
Yeah.
That's my my fault.
I just want to say that. And you are going to repot?
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
repot some stuff. I got some pots. Also, I have no idea what I'm doing, so please give me all your tips and tricks on gardening. Like anything that you think is useful for me, let me know in the comments down below, and I will appreciate that very, very much. So let's repot some stuff. I know I just said I was gonna leave these and see if anything happens, but I'm trying to see if I can find the seeds, because this little plum does have a little root,
Oh yeah.
maybe.
Wait. Yeah, there.
So I think I will repot this one
Yeah.
in a little pot. And then I did find the mini watermelon seed, and that still looks fine, but hasn't done anything really. But for some I just cannot find the seed, and for some it was a little bit like decomposing, and I'm saving the soil to maybe seed something else in there, and then I can focus on the stuff that is growing. I think that might be better.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a little tree. Oh no, which apple was it then?
Oh no.
I have two apples. I hope it's this one. That's huge.
Oh yeah. It's a wasp.
I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Is it a wasp?
It's very big. I think it is a wasp. Can you leave, please? I want to repot my stuff. And I'm done. I have repotted what I wanted to repot, and we also put some stuff out in the garden here and there, mainly some pumpkin and melons, and also a little bit of tomato. We'll see what it does. It's a fun experiment, And then this is everything I have left right now. I hope everything will do well like this. I know the tomatoes are still with way too many, but I will just take out what's not working well, like these. Maybe like this one needs to be taken out already, but I'll just see what the best are and then I will take the rest out. Because it was all too close together. I couldn't like separate everything well enough. And yeah, so this is all the seeds we have left now. I hope it'll all work. I would love to eat some tomatoes and some cucumber and some pumpkins and some strawberries. What else? Some pepper. And the sunflowers have to wait until another day to be planted by the stairs. So, but they are not that bad, the roots, I think. So I hope they will be fine. And yeah, I'm tired now. We're gonna eat because I think it's lunchtime. I'm hungry, so we're gonna eat. But that is it for this video. Make sure to leave all your tips and tricks in the comments. And thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!